Alright, so today I'm working on a McCormick Daring corn binder, and I've posted for years and years and years about corn binders. If you're looking to buy a corn binder, and one thing you look at, and it's one of the first things I look at, this spring right here is all the way as tight as you can get it. I mean, it's compressed as fully as you can get. That's a telltale sign that they had not a problems and they didn't know how to fix it, so they just started cranking away on springs and stuff. That's why this binder's here, because he has no other problems. And the other reason it's here, it just keeps tying. It goes, knot after knot after knot. It never stops. So that has to do with the bottom, and I'll probably do a video on that too, because it's pretty common. So I already took off the upper arm, already took off the shield here. I've driven out this pin right here. That has to come off first. And this is going to be a rough video, because this is really a two-person job. You need 4 hands, 5 hands, whatever. But let's see how it goes. The other part I want to show you, I take so many of these off, and I've broken so many over the years. I would break more than half, probably break 70% of these taking them off, with a hammer or whatever. You can't heat this, because then this will crack. You can't just pull on the outside, because it's so thin right here, it'll crack. So I made a thing here, and then basically it's the same diameter as the cam, but then I welded a little spacer here, and that will catch this inner track, and that way I'm pulling on the whole cam, not just the outer edge. I don't think I've broken one since I made this. Of course I'll break this one, so I said that. I apologize for the rain. The other thing is, it doesn't take a great gear puller. But if you have a flimsy gear puller, you definitely need more than one person, because you kind of got to do 3 things, and you only have 2 hands. So we'll see how it goes. So the first thing is, there's a little nub on top here. You have to beat that nub, and do that, you use that nut there. The next thing is, I broke these earlier in the year, and I'm just now getting them back. So we'll see how well the job I did fixing them. It was a pretty rough job. So this is where you need more than 1 or 2 hands. The other thing that really helps with this is if you have really long legs or long ears on your gear puller. So that's sitting pretty good. My gear puller is pretty sketchy though. So let's see what happens. I can tell you right now, that's a tight one. I would have broke that for sure. I still don't have it off yet, so. Yeah, I would have broke that for sure. And like I say, I still don't have it off. And unfortunately, I think my gear puller is starting to give way. And quite honestly, the other thinking there is too, if you want to take all doubt away from what's causing your knotted problems, there are new cams available, and I actually put them on more so in the last 4 or 5 years than I have ever put them on before. Just because when I sell a binder for big money, I don't want to have any problems with a knotter. So a lot of times if you put mostly new on a knotter, you know, the only thing it really needs done is adjustment of the springs. So I've come around to that conclusion. I think cams, I want to say, are right around $100, but the manufacturers, the guys who are getting them made, there's one in Canada and someone here in the United States. They really jumped their prices. Whether they need to or not, I don't know. I'm not saying they don't, but they jumped $20 or $30 over the last couple of years, I think. As tight as that is, I still could break it. I'm gonna run out of battery. I apologize for that. Yeah, I could very easily break it yet. That is a lot tighter than it should be. Didn't want that to happen. Anyway, you get the idea. I'll probably post another video on the knotter, the first look at the knotter, check out the gears and so forth, maybe video it taking it apart, so stay tuned for that.